Ember League. We are finally here. How is everyone doing today? It is week 2. Moo Crew versus Team Pearl. Game 1 is on the way very soon. I am your host, Hibiyoshi Kage. With me on the table is my best friend in the world, Mr. Isaac. How are you today, boss?
I'm doing quite all right. I am excited for this matchup. Team Pearl versus the Moo Crew, both sitting 0-2. So both these teams have a chance to one of them will be picking up their first win of the season. And there's also quite a few new looks in for the side of Moo Crew. The Reaper is stepping in for the OG King Jr. and while in support, X Havoc is moving in for Halfling.
So I just want to update you just a little bit. Moo Crew is up 1 already. Team Pearl is 0-4, so Moo Crew did get their first win, but it's fine. This is still coming out of the gates. This is not where you want to be in your first weeks. So both teams have a lot to work for.
It's certainly not an ideal start for either of these two teams. Arguably, though, you could say that Team Pearl, they've lacked a little bit of consistency in terms of their lineup. As far as I'm aware, Shio was out for the first 2 weeks, and Rose Huntress is in again this time around as well. Bunu is also back in at ADC, so it's a much more we have a larger portion of their starting lineup in this week. So hopefully that can be the thing that they need to step up from last week or their last matchup, because it admittedly did not look all that great from Team Pearl.
So would you say both teams didn't look all that great? Were you able to catch either team last week?
I think Team Pearl definitely struggled the most, but we'll have to see what's their main line, or at least a large portion of the main lineup can do this time around. But before we get to that, we are starting into draft right about now. There we go.
That's awesome timing. Team Pearl will be blue side, Moo Crew on the red side. So let's see what Team Pearl is going to target first. What do you think they're going to be prioritizing in terms of bans and locking? Is there anything spicy that we should be looking for either team?
In terms of bans, I'm going to assume, as you'll kind of already shows this, I think we're going to be looking towards banning champs for Bertozel and Wham being ADC and mid laner for Moo Crew. On the side of Moo Crew, Kala, from what I've seen, doesn't exactly have the deepest jungle pool. So if I had to guess, if I were the coach or drafting for Moo Crew, I'd probably be targeting that Amumu straight away would be an instant ban for me.
So knowing the pool is not that deep for their jungler, why not instead go for counter picks here? If you know the Amumu is going into the jungle, why not go for a faster jungle instead of going?
Because
maybe even steal the Amumu?
Because if you're on blue side, yes. If Moo Crew's blue side, I'm probably first picking Amumu, because I think in IBSG, Amumu generally is just really strong, very simple champ, very strong, very influential. You walk up, you press R.
Listen, I'm gonna be real. My first character, and still one of my favorite characters to play, is still Amumu.
I love Amumu.
There, you hit R. It's easy. You hit R on 5, GG's, we win. You know what I'm saying? It's up to the rest of the team now.
But I mean, we've also seen how influential this champ Amumu, is, especially with dragging it out on White Lotus Wisteria. Has really shown the effect that this champ can have. So that's one that I would take away. But the choices right side of Moo Crew, Jinx and the Nautilus trying to go after Binu and Isis in the bot lane is a bit odd.
That is a huge target ban here, as we see Team Pearl's last ban going to go for Ahri. Interesting. You see a bit of a mid-pick focus coming through Team Pearl's bands here. Also grabbing that ADC. So a lot of focus in the bot and mid lane. What do you think that really means going for objectives? Are we going to see more for the dragon plays, or are we going to see a little more love for the Voids?
I think in the side of the mid focus from Team Pearl is clearly they think Wham is one of the stronger players, and I do have to agree. Wham is one of Muku's. I've been like the most keyed in on. And obviously with the Reaper and X-Havoc for jungle and support respectively, it becomes a little bit like more shaky on where that necessarily wants to go. I do like the Dr. Mundo ban from the side of Mukru though. It's one that's focused on towards Kala. Kala is I believe has had Dr. Mundo banned against them every single time so far this season.
I think Mundo in general right now is a huge top lane threat. So I think that's a great ban there for sure.
Oh,
Team Pearl going to pick up the Pantheon, and I'm going to
Rek'Sai
Pantheon jungle, but then Mukru responds immediately with the Rek'Sai jungle pick, and I haven't seen Rek'Sai in a very long time.
I don't know if I'm necessarily a fan of it in terms of like, does this win the game sort of strength, but I am a fan of unusual picks, and Rek'Sai is certainly one of them.
It's definitely up there for unusual. It works though. It does provide the knockup. You have the assassination still built in with the R. I wouldn't say you're really one of the 5ing, but you definitely can get some huge target picks there. MF being somewhat or pretty much a very immobile champion, really only having Strut as her only kind of getaway ability. That makes it real easy for Rek'Sai to kind of come in, burrow deep, get a quick knock-up, assassinate, keep it moving. It's going to be a little difficult there with the Leona and Pantheon coming and providing that peel. But as we have Mukru's first round continue pushing forward here, we have the Kaisa being picked up there, so a little bit of the Void Wombo. And the Orianna mid, I like it. It's a great big team pick there for Mukru. Definitely helps them look for those skirmishes for objectives in the jungle.
Yeah, and I think what we're looking for out of these teams immediately is fast-paced, like early game fighting, which I am a bit glad to see. But the answer of Poppy for the side of Mukru, I'm going to assume probably going to the support role against that Pantheon, against that Leona, gets really a lot of value.
That's actually a really good pick. I was thinking Poppy is a great pick with the W as well, but putting into the support role in a flex pick here, as we see Ornn and Victor going to be picked up there, filling out the rest of Team Pearl, I feel honestly is a great pick there. And then it allows to open up a couple more options here as we see the Renekton getting locked in there. So we now know that is definitely Poppy support. Good call there, Isaac. As we look for the teams for game 1, Team Pearl, Pantheon, Leo, MF, Victor, Ornn. If it ain't broke, don't fix it till you can upgrade it. Looking over at the Mukru here, Renekton, Poppy, Orianna, Kaisa, and the Rek'Sai. The Rek'Sai, I feel, is the only thing I would say I'm not enjoying coming from Mukru.
Yeah, that was also the thing that was on like the forefront of my mind. I think Rek'Sai, I just unfortunately like there's a lot of champions that just do what Rek'Sai does, but better.
So,
but
hear me out.
Okay.
So we have other champs that do Rek'Sai better. That does Rek'Sai jobs better. We're going through draft. Team Pearl, right now we're pretty even. If you're looking at Mukru, Team Pearl, if you're looking at them comparatively stats-wise, they're both neck and neck in the season right now. So we get Rek'Sai here round 1, see how we feel, and then we go into bigger and better things on the game 2 game.
I mean, I have I guess I don't really know.
It gets away from Fearless a bit. No one is
Well,
banning
not
Rek'Sai.
it.
No one's banning
I
Rek'Sai,
will
right?
say we aren't in a fearless league.
Exactly. And no one's ever going to ban Rek'Sai, right? So you get Rek'Sai now, this round. You do well. Now you move on to people like Nocturne. Next round. You
Okay,
keep
but
upgrading. You keep upgrading.
that's what I'm saying. Ember Cinder League is not fearless, so all these champions are
Oh,
going to be available
oh,
in the next game.
oh. So then I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
you
I have no
might have been
idea.
cooking
At
a
first
little
I
bit.
thought I had a little bit. Yeah, I thought
It
we were
was
going a little summer,
cooking
but
without the
I
cookbook
guess
there.
not. I guess not. We're just letting it ride then. Maybe they have
Yeah.
something we don't know about Rek'Sai.
The only thing I could guess is this would be the case is that the Reaper is comfortable on a champion, and comfort
Right?
is important.
Way better than meta.
So that is really the only reason I could think of why Mukru would go for such an early Rek'Sai, even as a counter pick to Pantheon. That or there's just some matchup knowledge that I don't know. That Rek'Sai just dumpsters Pantheon in the jungle, but we just haven't seen
That
Rek'Sai
was
in
a
so
quick.
long.
That was a
But
quick pick.
we should be loading onto the Rift any second now as we move into game 1. We'll just have to wait and see, but Blue Oyster Cult, they said seasons don't fear the Reaper, and I'm not too scared of this Rek'Sai early on.
We shall see with that. Checking over onto items here. Nothing too far out of the ordinary. Checking over.
Hail of Blades Poppy. Hail of Blades Poppy confirmed for X Havoc.
Maybe we'll see that right here.
I remember this was like a top lane cheese pick once upon a time, but I was kind of used in the jungle every now and then by gosh, why am I forgetting the support for G2 during when like G2 was super good? Why am I forgetting
Back in the day.
X I can't remember. Shoot. My knowledge is failing me. Fake caster confirmed. Sometimes used there, but that is certainly the first surprise. It's it's not. No, I think no. That's
You got it, I believe.
I'll remember this tonight at 2 a.m. and I'm going to be so sad. I mean, it's yeah. I'm going to be refreshing. I'm going to have a nightmare. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to be like, oh my god, hold on. The cheese from X Havoc though.
Speaking of nightmares here, Baby News gonna fall. Big damage going through the big stun up against the wall. Not only are you gonna lose first blood, you're also gonna lose the first wave. That's a huge come up there for TP.
Yeah, X Havoc really doing a great job there. Or it's really just the bot lane from the side of Team Pearl in general, knowing that a lot of teams like to wait in and around that jungle, and when they move down, that you move from that like lane bush, that tri-brush towards the bottom lane, and you have that wall there, and the Hail of Blades is a really big part of that extra power that came through there, and yeah, really.
Worried about the cheese, but the cheese came out really early there for TP.
Yeah, so yeah, really strong start for the side of, wait, hold on.
Oh, excuse me, I think that's a mix there on the
Mukru should be the one who is on red side. Slight issue with slight mishap with the leaderboard, but we'll make do.
As we do look over, I do like the vision already starting to come out over from Mukru. It's starting to spread a bit here. Both junglers are on opposite ends here, and it does look like Reaper is coming
the flash
in.
forward
And
from
it looks
X-Havoc.
like it's something that you should fear. The flash coming through there. X-Fall going to just force this bot lane back. So I think we kind of see what Mukru's attack plan is here. It's going to be just continue swinging deep onto this bot lane. in continuing just to abuse them here. Isis in a very difficult situation here, and level behind there. Gonna proc the ignite and force the flash there, and that's gonna be another easy pickup there for Mukru. Barrier gonna be proc there as well. Gonna take 2 shots, and that's gonna be the fetal warfare. Look at the teamwork down there. That was amazing, Isaac.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean the Reaper. I like the audacity to stay around to just feel that there's going to be the chance that the bot lane of Team Pearl is going to get too comfortable as soon as they leave, with the assumption that the Reaper goes back to farming, but the patience and the timing pays off. At first, in that first gank, I was a little bit concerned that it might have been a bit overambitious from the side of Mukru, especially since Xavic had to burn the flash, didn't even get the stun the first time around. But
very calculated.
But yeah, it's an expected mistake that they read, and a really good job on the Reaper and for Xavic. And speaking of,
I like the aggressiveness here. You have a strong lead right now. It's not the greatest, but a strong lead nonetheless. Get aggressive here. Force TP to get into your game. Force Team Pearl to play your game here. Start getting vision into into Pearl's jungle, into Pantheon's jungle, and start getting these routes checked and counted on. As we do have a slight issue here. We're just back over onto the draft. 2 seconds.
Yeah, hold on.
Right back all together here. Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Yep, open. As we do go and check over, we will update the leader. We will update the leaderboard still. It is, Team Moo. Mukru is on red side now, and Team Pearl is on blue. So we are now updated, all fixed. Thank you. As we do get back over onto this, as I was mentioning, this is a strong lead, and I do agree that this is the more aggressive route is the right path.
Yeah, I mean, Mukru sitting 2k up at around 6 minutes in is certainly nothing to scoff at. This Kaisa is going to be a very big point of contention. We saw how much those full plasma procs really were, especially it was the single reason why it landed. Callus here for a gank though.
Nice. X-Hawk gonna just bounce him back away here against the wall, so gonna run his pockets.
Oh my god.
Gonna pick up another scoop there. You see the hail of braids just kind of melting through these tanks, as we do see the second gank, third gank coming in from the Reaper. We're just gonna drop the Q, get the prey sense going. Other than that, not gonna be able to get too much. But with Pantheon down, that should be a rotation and an easy first dragon as well too. Mukru just extending this lead beautifully.
Yeah, and then that's the power of the Poppy into the Pantheon and the Leona, but even that instance, the Pantheon
right.
And it's funny how perfectly everything that we've mentioned so far as things to look out for have been the exact way it's played out. But
but he's gonna die now. He flashed into it. I don't know if that's really necessarily the best. You get Reaper, cool, but this is gonna fall into a 2-for-1 situation now. You got to remember where we are, and now you got your team into a dangerous situation. And it's like, cool, you got first Drake, but now what, for 3 now? I don't think BB New has any sums right now. Look at the plasma burst there.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I already saw it coming a mile away, brother. It's like all that for a drop of blood.
Yeah. Well, they do take.
Too is a very scary situation. 20 CS down into Renekton, very spooky. You're not going to be able to continue building that way and get into the defensive items that you need. This is a little overzealous here. It happens. A little too excited.
I think we might need to check PayPal on that one, because...
Paid actor.
I mean, because Binu was basically full health. It was like, I don't know, like 5... Oh, wait, hold on, wham!
Oh, nice, Rose Huntress there. You saw that. Nice movement.
Yeah, really and nice I do actually like to see that from Rose Huntress, because I will say week 2 was not necessarily. Oh wait, hold on before that.
Rotation coming in. Ornhorn gonna go. X-Out again on Rose Hunters. The double knockout going to fall there. And this was looking fantastic for TP. But somehow the Moo crew just continues pushing forward here. Gonna pick up another 3 and an objective for free.
I would like to apologize to the Reaper. I didn't know their tech on the rec side. I didn't understand their game, but that double knockup, I'm not going to say single-handedly turned that fight around.
That was very clean.
But it certainly made that fight extremely one-sided. I'll put it that way.
You can definitely tell these guys have definitely practiced this over the weekend. And have been practicing this.
Full apologies. Apologies to the Reaper. I didn't know their game. I was questioning it. I wasn't scared at all. I was like, what's Rek'Sai gonna do? Apparently a lot.
A lot. And it only gets worse now. With that ult unlocked there, the price sense, now you just get to press R on pretty much whoever. Victor's a danger now. Look, as he tries to get away, Rose Huntress right onto him.
Oh my gosh.
The sexiest champion on the Rift there. Reaper gonna pick up another one there, but that's gonna fall over to Wham. Clams now on the run, and it's just kind of funny. I keep running. I'm not trying to.
You know what? Again, fully apologize to the Reaper. Using the ult to dodge out from the stun on the shield vault as well. I thought that angle was perhaps a little bit too deep at first, but the Reaper's got hands. You know, fair. They've got hands that I was not expecting.
You can't mess with the Void. The Void's spooky. The Void's very spooky.
Well, I mean, speaking of
wise and on the Rift, like.
Speaking of spooky Void, hold on before that.
Hopefully, Wham has flash. Gonna take the stun here. Big damage. Gonna walk out of the orb. Does have ult, but I just think it's gonna be too much damage for Wham to respond to there. Gonna be another fall there on the mid.
It's a good target. For the Pantheon, knowing that the Orianna doesn't have flash and is stepping that far up. It's just very good targeting, very good pathing from the side of Kala. No, nothing to add there.
Speaking of stacked up, can't flash away, trying to get the knock up there, but here comes Kala in response for the gank, and is going to be able to get the shutdown there onto Rek'Sai. That's going to be some big money, but it may be the case of too little too late as we do rotate over to the top side. Slice and Dice going to go through for Ponyboy, wave crashing into Clams 99, but they should be able to respond, but that should be another plate in the pocket of Ponyboy, who has plenty of time to recall, retreat, and has a really substantial CS lead there in the top lane.
Because even with that shutdown going on to Kala, we're only just under 12 minutes in, and actually X-Havoc might be in trouble.
Hey, gonna block the gears here. Gonna try to move forward there. Ult up, gonna rock it. Gonna make it rain. The shutdown gonna fall again over into the pocket of Kala. And hey, we might have to check Havoc's there PayPal, because that's twice right now.
X-Havoc having a game of extremes so far.
That's a lot of sums, though. That's a lot of abilities here, as we do see the rotation going near this Triforce. They are going to rock here. Double knockup going to go in. Plestinol already popping in some shots, and my gosh, the Reaper putting in the damage. Going to reposition, going to find two. Brett's all godlike right now, and Baby New is just going to have to step back under the tower and respect it as they go for the third objective of the game.
Yeah, the Reaper is turning that around really strong, but I also want to take a look at Bertozil because they've been sitting on this Kraken Slayer since about 8 minutes. I've been wanting to mention that now 8-0, but the Kraken Slayer on the Geist this early on, it does hurt, and we've seen how much damage it does. But I also did like from the Kala. Speaking of the Reaper.
I'm so sorry. Reaper just taking away red from a Kala like that is so disrespectful. He said, "You don't need that, little bro." He said, "This is mine." We head over to the
Kala might be in trouble.
Oh man, Kala going to go. Oh, Ice is going to go help out Kala here. Reaper going to take a lot. Are they going to reap what they sow? But no, nice flash over the wall. They try to get the conversions as well, too, to knock up. Plus, the healing is fantastic. That's going to be an easy pickup there. And that might be 2 for the Wham in the mid lane. Nice rotation, good communication.
Yeah, and I thought for a second I saw Reaper go back in that. I was like, uh-oh, what are you doing, Reaper? But it was actually the shield from the Orianna that kept him alive just long enough to get the heals off.
Nice dive coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, he's taking a lot there. Third shot, going to force him back. And so close. And I'm honestly surprised here. Clams99 going to survive. And, oh, Pony, just rotate. Rotate back over, grab that wave. No one's there. It's right. Not bad overall as we do rotate over into the mid lane here. Wham, taking a little more than they can chew right now. They're going to miss the E and just rotate back there. Honestly surprised the flash didn't go off, but as we go and check sums there, Isis does not have the flash there. So makes a lot of sense as to why either Isis and Kala did not both flash there.
I mean, even if they did, Wham just flashes in response, or at least should.
True.
Immediately. It's like the flash wouldn't have been long range enough to get like Isis into range to just get the stun on the auto attack from the Shield of Daybreak.
Check over onto the top side here. Rotations.
Kala's just
deep
dead.
trouble right now. Yeah, gonna get stunned up right there, up against the wall. No flash available. That's gonna be an easy pick there. Nice communication coming from the Moo crew, and that should be an easy rift as well too.
Yeah, I think at this point, it's just the Moo crew is setting 6K up at 15 minutes. You've gotten 8-0 Kaisa.
8K up now. Honestly, this is Moo crew's game as long as they continue with this. I don't want them to give Team Pearl a chance to scale. You still have Rose Huntress, who isn't doing the worst. You have a lot of people who are able to lock down and grab these carries, such as Victor and MF. It's still, at the end of the day, you don't want them to scale into the dangers that they can, because those ults really matter, and they're not very difficult ults to make matter.
Yeah. Somewhat agree. I do think that. Oh wait, hold on, Ponyboy though.
Uh-oh. Nice jumping here. The CC is real. Ponyboy gonna have to flash away from the Ornhorn there. Gonna rip the ult as well. Slice and Dice gonna go through.
Oh my
gonna
goodness.
pick up an easy pickup there. Looking for that W to get the stun. But gonna get the Q to get the heal. Clams not gonna get the tackle as well.
No.
And they're just gonna feed the Gator there.
Oh.
Little trouble there. Isis looking very scary there. Gonna have to escape back there. Rose Hunter's trying to rotate onto the top side to help them out. But that should be an easy tower there. Rift Herald is going to be spawned there from the bot. And now, Moo Crew starting to break down the shell of Team Pearl here as the first tower in bot lane going to go down there. That's going to be the second over onto the top lane as we do see the Rift Herald tackle coming in. Going to put on an almost 50 onto that second tower in the bot lane. And this still looks like a fight that Moo Crew can definitely take here.
Yeah, I mean, Moo Crew can basically do. I mean, they have basically free reign over everything at this point.
Look at the bait, gonna go all the way through, and it looked really easy there, but now Pantheon in trouble there. Kala going to go back, Isis less than 50, gonna have the Solar Flare to flash away. Always a very difficult time as Leona when you have to use that as disengage instead of engage there. I don't know if the dive is a proper call here. They still have to respect the CC here from both sides. But the retreat and the call to force them away from this tier 2 to then go into a push is fantastic. But my gosh, check out that Wham damage.
Yep.
Oh, forcing the flash out of there. The double knockup coming on in. Havoc gonna come in and try to follow up as well too. Really nice communication. Betul going to be legendary. That's gonna be another one down. Looking forward here. Rose Huntress less than 10%. Trying to get a laser something here. That's gonna be 2 for Wham. But they're gonna get Bam. Thank you, ma'am. As we look to see an almost full cow ace here. Insanity.
I mean, I will say, if there's one complaint, I don't necessarily think Moo Crew had to push it as far as it is. Obviously, they lost Wham and X Havoc on it. You were talking about the scaling of this victory. I think it's a little bit unnecessary to push it that far. But also, they are about 11k up. And
sometimes
so,
it's about sending a message, you know?
Yeah, it's the psychological damage from getting dove on your tier 2 tower at 18 minutes.
It's just rough, buddy, you know? Oh, nice dive here. I like this call.
Oh, it's another steal from Kala.
Yet again from Kala. Keeping TP afloat there with the steals. They still have options. And this kind of goes back to what I mentioned earlier. Don't let TP scale. Especially now that they are a dragon ahead.
I still wouldn't be all that.
We haven't seen the 5. We haven't seen the 5. And it's a 10k gold lead right now as well.
Yeah, but like a second Drake really isn't exactly all that influential.
Until it becomes that Dragon Soul.
I guess because Kala has been very strong on these smites over the Reaper. I guess you could definitely argue that. I will say that second one is a little bit more tough for the Reaper to land than the first steal, because it was a numbers advantage to the side of Team Pearl. I'm not necessarily as concerned about that steal away, but I mean, we're the choice to ARAM now is. Oh wait, hold on.
The flank coming in very strong. They're gonna force Clam in a terrible position there. Now it's gonna be a 3v1 as TP has to reconvene back under the tower. They're gonna lose one as Renekton continues pushing forward here, as it is a 4v4 situation in the mid lane.
Yeah, X Havoc doing a really good job there to even back the numbers advantage with the Keeper's Verdict knocking away, was it 2 or 3 there? He's got another fight in the mid lane.
Gonna get the double knockup reposition coming in from the Killer Instinct, looking fantastic. That's gonna be 2, that's gonna be 3. Blink and you miss it, and this is now Moo Crew's game locked in. Been in the driver's seat. We get our first Ember Ace of the night falling to the side of the Moo Crew, and they are looking fantastic right now.
Yeah, what more is there to say about Moo Crew than what we've said so far? It wasn't just the double knock, it was the triple knockup from the Reaper. An angle that's very difficult to find on the Rek'Sai. I mean, it's just been domination across the map. Ponyboy, I mean, you would expect to win the 1v1 with the Renekton into the Ornn, but not nearly as hard as Ponyboy did. Ponyboy ran that one. The Reaper has been a very pleasant surprise on this Rek'Sai. And Bertozil, I mean, 13-0-3 on.
I mean, it was
Kaisa, 70 CS up.
Immediate lock in there. The flash going to fall there for Clams 99. Gonna follow up with the stun to Ornhorn, going to fall, but he's not gonna be able to tackle it back. Reaper gonna find a knock up there onto Kala. Excuse me, MF going to let it rip, but you can see the damage difference there. It's just not there. Kala gonna get ripped to shreds there. Baby No Money, just because I can't really spell out their name, is going to fall again, and that's gonna be another kill. Scratch it up, and my girl Kaisa going 15.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I just don't even know what else there is to say at this point than to just look up at the gold difference, and that speaks for itself. There's nothing else I can really add at this point. I mean, I could also look down at the scoreboard, see Kala on 76 CS. I mean, there's all different ways of saying it's.
This is a little greedy here, though.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I really like this here.
Up
against the wall, running the pockets right now. Double knockup going to go through. Rose Hunter gonna proc barrier, but it doesn't matter. As that's gonna be falling too. Ice is gonna get knocked up yet again. Killer Instinct under the dive, looking for it. Clamp not gonna be able to grab the tackle and the knock up there. That's gonna be another double kill, and this might be the second ace Ember Ace of the Night. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to sacrifice Wham for 5. And honestly, that's a fair trade in anybody's books, as we do see Moo Crew close out this game 1 with a dominant performance, 9-36.
I know. I mean, in sub 24 minutes as well.
Yeah.
I mean, IBSG games have a habit of going long, even in like dominant showings. 23 minutes 42 seconds, and I didn't get the exact number. Didn't see the exact number of the gold difference at the end there, but I think it was greater than 15K in 23 minutes. It was a 20K gold gap in 23 minutes, about 1K per minute, because you do have to assume like the first 2 minutes, usually not this time around, are pretty like dead silent. Yeah,
That is ridiculous.
I don't think there's competition for the most dominant game of the season, because I do believe Team Pearl in their first week also they had a series where they only got 1 kill. I hate to pick on Team Pearl so much, but I mean I it's like I don't want to be like objectively mean or like flame, but
well, listen, there's a lot in retrospect that we have to see. It's only game 1. You never know. They could have gotten extremely lucky onto that one. Let's see what else Team Pearl has for us coming up into this game 2. But with that being said, don't go anywhere. Pick and drafts will be coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, Ember Esports.